Bonjour, Huples cat. Meow. Familiar territory for me today. I'm cycling from where I am staying in Gatineau to where we stayed in Gatineau last year. I'm going to do a road trip and then a walk around of some beautiful old houses and some history. So come along. So I've crossed the Gatineau River and I'm going to cut through Parc Lac Limy. I'm going to head into historic old Gatineau, formerly known as Hull. It's about 27 centigrade today, not too much humidity, a little bit, and it's raining. Okay, I'm now leaving Lake Limy, and I'm going to go to Ruisseau de la Brasserie, which is a river, the Brewery River, and that's where I'm going to go. So I'm stuck. I want to cross the Brasserie River, but this bridge has been closed down. And that's where I wanted to be, is over there, on the opposite side to the homeless. On foot, even with a big pack, this is a really easy obstacle to get across, and I could do it with the bike. I'm just not going to do it today because I know that I can go that way and I can get to where I want to go. Anyhow, there was a huge fire and the Portuguese community area was not burned down. Everything else in Hull was. And that's the original brewery over there. And strangely enough, these two things are not on this tour. So this today belongs to the government of Gatineau, and it was a thriving bar last time we were here a year ago. I don't think it's thriving now. It's right by the Brasserie River. Europeans have been on this site since 1819. This was built in 1902. This is Rue Montcalm. It goes all the way up there. Quite a busy road now, but actually kind of easy to get across. It was opened around about 1840. And this was a very posh area of Gatineau, or Hull as it was called. And it's characterised by a lot of these flat roofed structures. I'm on a little island in the River Brasserie. In 1886 they built this island and they put this here, and this is a pump house. Of course it no longer is, it's now home to a theatre production company, and it'd be absolute magic to see a theatre play here, but of course it's not on while we're visiting. This bridge was rebuilt in 2014 as a replica of an older bridge from the 18th century. And if they ever get this finished, this will be an absolutely gorgeous area. But it's been a couple of years now and it's still not even showing much signs of being finished. Number 6 Rue Wright was built between 1902 and 1903. But one of quite a few examples of housing from around here that survived the Great Fire that wiped out the rest of Hull. So the Protestants in Hull actually were worshipping in this site from about 1872. This was built, guess when? Yes, 1924. It has stained glass windows and it's quite popular. It's a 24 Hanson and currently it's on sale. It was built around 1910. This is 21 Rue Hanson. This was built between 1911 and 1912. This is number 18 Rue Hanson. This is one of the oldest houses actually still remaining. Have a guess when this was built? It was built before 1888. And this road here is one of the oldest going in Gatineau, and it's from 1805. It was of course not paved back then. This is 15 Rue Hanson. This was apparently built between 1874 and 1880. Again, so it makes it very old. It uses both yellow and red brick. The yellow brick was imported from the United States, which made it expensive. So if you use yellow brick, you were telling your neighbours you were rich. So that's the Scott Wright house. And it's the only house in the area from 1855 this was built that kept its gardens. Which means in 2024 both the house and its gardens are listed as historical interest. And there is a raccoon. So this is 30 Rue Hanson, and it's more of a traditional older build, and you can see how they built back in those days. And they've made a nice creative space. In 1905 this was established here, a wool mill. Like almost everything was dependent on the lumber industry because they sold woolen blankets and socks and hats to the lumberjacks. You notice it says established in 1878, which indeed it was, and it moved a couple of times before it ended up here. Well, that's it from me and my lumberjack friend. There's a few more things to do on this walking trail which I'm not doing, because it's mostly looking at big old factories. So have a great week, get out there and explore, enjoy yourself. Toodles! This has been a 2024 SWAT Team 1 Terrier production.